Hey everybody, welcome to Mammoth Interactive's YouTube channel. First of all, I want to thank you for watching this video. And remember that this channel doesn't do Patreon. Instead, we sell our digital courses down below. And every single dollar that we get from the products you buy below goes into making more content. The best way to help out this channel and Mammoth Interactive is to subscribe to Mammoth Interactive's huge library of content. Get thousands of hours and hundreds of courses for a low price down below. We have a monthly option and a yearly option. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you in the video.
Welcome back, everyone. All right, so please be sure to like and subscribe before you continue. And it does really help out the channel, so please help us out there. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is we need to make sure that when we hit the statue, it is the right object here. So in order to make sure that the other thing is indeed the third-person player, because let's say if we have a projectile here, or like a gun, or anything that's if a block fell on this, it would technically register as collected, because even though it works, it doesn't work the way we want it to. So in order to do that, we need to cast to third-person player, third-person character, okay? And then the other object here, you can see here that there's a few other, you can hook this into other objects here, but we're just going to do the other for this time. And that's basically it. Now, can we do this? I don't think we can. Oh, look at that. We can actually do the third-person character to the third-person game mode. But we don't need to do that here. So in theory, everything should work out the same way. Okay, and this might not seem like it's a big problem here, but after developing many games and doing many tutorials, this is absolutely important that you add in this third-person character. If you don't do that, then what happens is that something else might hit it, and it will cause a few bugs. Okay, so that's that problem. The next thing we need to do is we need to count all of the statues when we start the game. Okay, and so in order to do that, it's very easy. But first, we're going to clean up our game mode here. So hop into our game mode, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a function here, and we're going to call this function set up HUD. And all we're going to do is we're going to cut and paste this into the setup HUD. Okay, and then we're going to hop back in here and we're going to set up HUD, or heads up display here. Okay, so that's all we're going to do. Now, nothing should change. All I'm doing is I'm making my code even a little bit more readable. Okay, so let's hop back into a new function here, and we're going to call this count statues. Okay, and we're going to, so what we're going to do is, let's say you want to have a game with 4 statues, 10 statues, or 2 statues. You want to count those statues at the beginning. So in order to do that, we need to go back into the event graph, and then we're going to count the statues. So we need to call that function first. Okay. Second thing we need to do is we need to set up a variable, and that variable is going to be total statues. We'll call it total statues. Okay. And it's fairly easy here. And what we need to do is we need to count all of the statues, here. So let's go ahead and let's do that. And in order to do that, it's very, very easy. Let's go to count, not count statues, get all, or get actors of class. So get all actors of class. Okay. Which class are we wanting to count? Well, we want to count the statue. Okay. So we're going to count the statues here. Now, out of this here, we need to type in the length, and this is basically going to say how many statues are placed in the scene. Now, this only works for the level. Okay. If you have different levels with different statues, you have to do something different. But for now, we're only using one level, so let's go ahead and let's set the total statues to the length. Make sure we hook up everything that should be hooked up, and let's go ahead and let's print the string. And so what this should do, and of course it has to convert it, but you should see there it says 4. So indeed, this code did work. Now, let's hop back and let's test this out a couple more times. So let's add in one more statue. Let's play it again, and sure enough, it says 5 there. Okay, so therefore the code works. Okay, so that is how we do a couple things here. So not only have we basically made it so that the character and only the character can hit the statues, but we've counted the statues here. Please be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.